Askreddit Asks, what is the "it's not a bug, it's a feature" of your existence?
Had open heart surgery 2 years ago and swapped my mitral and aortic valves with mechanical ones that make an audible click with each heartbeat that can be heard several feet away. Great at parties. Awful during exams.
Congratulations on becoming a cyborg.
If it does sound like a clock ticking, I can imagine how stressing this could be during an exam.
Whomever is making the clicking needs to stop right now.
I have a type of diabetes called MODIY type 2. Which means my blood sugar is always a little bit higher. It also means that I generally have more energy and don't really get hungry or gain weight. As I don't absorb the sugar from most of my food, I take insulin to bodybuild. And then when I want to shed fat, I just go off it and my body will naturally start burning up my glycogen stores without dieting. The best part is that it doesn't even reduce my life expectancy.
No, that's a superpower.
We need to breed more of your kind.
I can crack my neck ridiculously loud and it's hilarious to scare people with.
Both me and my sister can do this. I open my mouth to improve the acoustics and reach. We'll sometimes do it at the same time during prayer at church or during really quiet moments.
I've done this back when I was in high school during a math test. Let my head hit the table as if my neck broke. Girl next to be about had a heart attack.
My horrible memory. I don't remember what I did yesterday unless I really think hard about it. The feature aspect of it is I can re-watch entire seasons of my favorite shows a number of times before they're not new to me. Edit because I'm getting a lot of the same responses. Eve never smoked pot. Yes, my lack of memory has been used against me. Yes, I'm horrible at arguing with my sawyers. I've tried that drug treatment, essential oil your Facebook friend is pushing on you. I don't have any tests to take anymore, so I don't have to study for them. If I do something enough in a short period of time, I can commit it to memory. Posture. I'm tall and already had back surgery once. And holding myself up in a shoulders wide and chest out, Superman pose helps keep stress off of it. People think I'm a confident badass. I just like walking without a limp. Edit. Sweet Mother of Mary. I posted this comment before bed and almost shit myself at the response. I'm at work, so I am unable to go through this mess of an inbox right now. I had a laminectomy in 2015. One of my discs had burst and the material was pressing against the nerves running into my right leg. I've also got a sciatic that likes to be a little bitch if I don't stretch my hamstrings twice a day.
The downside, though, is knocking your head on anything and everything. Ceiling fans are my Lex Luthor.
Oh lordy comin'! Exclamation mark.
I was born with a severely misaligned jaw, congenital malocclusion, that got visibly worse after puberty. It caused migraines, TMJ pain, and I couldn't even connect my jaws to bite a piece of pizza. When I got surgery to fix it, they sawed out a chunk of my jaw and replaced it with synthetic bone made of coral. I'm a fucking cyborg mermaid.
Now that's damn cool. Mo person medium light skin tone female sign. Mo person medium skin tone female sign.
I am almost always in sleep mode.
What an energy efficient feature.
Same. Found out I've got sleep apnea, _Sue_.
12-hour sleep, tired. 3-hour sleep, tired. 8-hour sleep, tired.
I can wiggle my ears. All it does is make it where I can kind of adjust my glasses and pop my earphones out without touching them. It's kind of like having the world's shittiest superpower.
Ever heard of Alcatraz and the Evil Librarians? It's a kids' book series by Brandon Sanderson about a family with dumb and terrible superpowers saving the world. The MC breaks everything he comes near, including his enemies' weapons. His grandpa is late to everything, even his own death, and so on. I've got congenital ptosis, weak eyelid muscles, can't open my eyes fully, can't roll my eyes either. I always look like I'm half asleep or something. And bearing in mind I'm ethnically Chinese, like I'm extra bonus stereotypically Asian. I've been called sleepy. Small eyes. I've heard them all. Thing is, it turns out, it also means my eyesight is better than it should be. Theoretically, I should be wearing glasses with thicker lenses. more degrees, more correction, but I don't need to. Because my effective vision is improved by the fact I'm always squinting. That's my secret, I'm always squinting.
Removed.
You probably look high all the time.
Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. My tendons and ligaments are super stretchy. So great party tricks. Someday it will have me all sorts of fucked up though. Edit. For everyone warning me that it will be terrible when I'm older. So take care of myself. Thanks. But I'm 48. EDS is a spectrum and I've had lots of PT. 4 surgeries. Diagnosed with POTS, arthritic, NSAID resistant, regular knee dislocations. Yeah. It sucks, but it could always be worse. It's who I am and I manage it. Try to look on the bright side and remember it could always have been worse. EDIT2. For anyone attacking me for not taking my sister seriously enough, or realizing it's a spectrum, chill the F out. Believe it or not, this was a short comment on a fluffy Askreddit question that blew up. Not a deeply thoughtful response on a serious thread. My sister is a hypochondriac that has wanted to be an old woman since high school. She loves attracting attention for its own sake. If she is coming to an event where there will be people she hasn't seen in a long time. She is in a wheelchair that she bought at a garage sale, aka no prescription, and wearing braces on every finger and joint. If it's just immediate family, no wheelchair and none of the more restrictive braces. If it's Christmas shopping by herself, it's no braces at all and she is zipping around like a goddamn gazelle. Source. I know my sister a lot better than you do and I can smell her bullshit a mile away. Trust that I know exactly how severe her level of EDS is and that she upplays it in certain scenarios.
I'm epileptic. It's technically a bug, but it makes me immune to the draft registration status until they figure out a bug fix. Edit. I suppose I ought to mention that I'm one of the lucky few. And that my meds rid me of seizures entirely. So I can still drive. Hadn't considered that epilepsy entitles people to free public transit in some countries. That's a neat idea.
Hey, same here, but with Tourette's. I think the last thing they'd want on the battlefield is someone with a twitchy trigger finger doing Nazi salutes and shouting, "We're over here." Hail Satan. Color blindness. Having to describe something like a tree, rock, house, clothes, etc., in ways other than color helps build mental images and appreciation to detail.
Aphantasia. I can't visualize. I'm never grossed out by concepts or imagery and can always unsee things. Edit. I'm also never been disappointed by book to movie casting decisions.
My husband has this. It's incredible as I am a visual artist and we work on completely different levels when we try and explain things to each other. Haha. It is most definitely a feature. I can't imagine him without it.
Do you dream? What are they like?
My lack of dopamine. Great in emergent situations. Suck ass at day-to-day living. Edit. Holy fucking shit. I woke up and now understand the phrase, rip inbox. Thanks for all the updates, friends.
Same. In an emergency I'm the one you want on your team while everyone else shits themselves. At all other times I am a dead weight. ADHD.
I am pretty damn sure that my body gets rid of excess blood from spontaneous nosebleeds while I am losing weight.
The humor-balancing physicians of the 16th century would agree on that feature. Edit. Thanks for the silver.
I can, and do, fall asleep anywhere. Car, shit man, the seat goes back, concrete floor, as long as I can ball up my sweater under my head. Pile of barbed wire, HCPS. Done it before and it's like a springy bed with no cushioning.
Military. And he self-censors the word heck.
Shit, that is a real feature. Military?
The ability to recall any number under 12 digits assuming I care enough to remember it. No, you will never forget the birthday or phone number of anyone. This has resulted in awkward exchanges.
My girlfriend accidentally did this with a friend's credit card. She always looks away when I enter phone passwords or credit card pins so she doesn't memorize them by accident.
It's hard for me to sleep. But when I sleep, I can sleep for only 2 to 4 hours and have 100% energy when I wake up.
You're one of the sleepless elite in the world. Kinda jealous.
As a sleepy person, no matter how much sleep I get, I fucking hate you.
So I'm part of the 1%. Lol.
I have a notoriously bad memory, including forgetting people's names and faces I've met many times. But I can remember most movies I've seen almost frame for frame and line for line.
I am bad with faces too. People think I'm being snobby when I don't recognize someone. Truth is, I don't memorize faces, even my family. When I go too long without seeing them, their face fades away. It's kinda scary.
If I'm lucky, I nearly pass out when I'm about to sneeze. If I'm not, I pass out.
Gosh, I hope you don't suffer from too many allergies.
Bright lights make me sneeze, so this would be really bad for me, rolling on the floor laughing.
Does the Windows shutdown noise play when you faint?
My ankle cracks loudly when I walk slowly and while barefoot. It's like I took some sort of lame situational flaw, penalizing stealth, get an extra point in something equally stupid. Like being a super taster.
My big toe cracks like a damn gunshot when I walk barefoot. I would always walk super carefully cause my mom was a light sleeper and the sound would wake her up as I passed her bedroom to use the toilet.
I swear, whenever I try to sneak, my whole body becomes stiff and I crack at every movement.
My crooked feet. My mother insists it is me being stubborn. When she was younger, she would commonly threaten to put me in leg braces. But now it is in some sense a benefit, as curved out feet is a benefit in certain types of dancing in which I regularly partake.
You have to explain though. What type of dancing benefits from crooked feet? That is a nice feature.
No gag reflex. No shame. Edit. Thanks for the silver. Stranger.
Username checks out.
I envy you. I have such a bad gag reflex, I have trouble chewing gum or brushing my teeth. Dentists don't like me.
Edit. I'd like to preface that everyone's memory works very differently and it's actually a really complex process that's not entirely understood. Hence why there's no cure-all for memory-related issues. It's not like putting in more RAM or a new hard drive into a computer. Extremely good associative memory. When my normal memory in general sucks really bad, I always liken it to a filing cabinet really. In that stuff goes in and you don't really know what's in there unless you know what you're looking for. Amazing way of giving yourself anxiety when you can't remember shit you've learned until the correct trigger is hit. But the feature part is that it's really amazing for my job dealing with people, as I don't always need to read the journal to remember. But rather the file gets plopped out of my mental filing cabinet. Edit. Ooh, my first ever Reddit gold. How kind of you, stranger. I'm glad I've enlightened your day in some meaningful way. Edit. Oh, now silver as well. Thank you, kind stranger, have a good day. I'd also like to add on that I'm no expert in psychology. I studied psychology as part of my bachelor's in social psychology, which mainly focus on the psychology and interaction between things. Edit. Just feel like pointing out so I don't answer the same thing several times. Associative memory isn't necessarily a type of memory like episodic memory or eidetic memory, photographic memory, but rather a shortcut between stimuli and memory or between memories. Reason I find it interesting is that I can't actively recall memories very well.
My tinnitus. I can mute almost anything just by concentrating on the ringing in my ears.
Why would you remind people of this? Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Don't you have sympathy for your own? Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Question mark.
Fuck.
Wait, how do you know if you have tinnitus? Question mark. Question mark.
My introversion. As a kid, it was super hard to function in school and cope with everyday things like answering the telephone or speaking up about my needs. As an adult, I've learned to manage it, but I also credit it with helping me become a really self-sufficient person. I dislike having to ask other people to help me with problems, so I usually wind up solving them myself. I also am perfectly happy living alone, which I think others might find lonely.
I'm pretty much the exact same way. I won't ask for help 9 times out of 10. I'll sit and figure it out no matter how long it takes. As a kid it was whatever, but as an adult it's both good and bad. I'm self-sufficient but incredibly stubborn.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and above all, have an excellent day you incredible people.